How many working writers do you know that also work other than writing jobs? All right, this is a difficult question. I'll try my best. So I have made my living exclusively as a television comedy writer for the past 26 years. With the exception of the beginning of the pandemic, Hollywood shut down. I was like, we're all screwed. I decided to make an online screenwriting course. It's still available. If you want, you can go get it here. But fortunately, I've been back at work for quite some time now. So, with that exception, all TV writing. If you were to go on IMDb and look at my credits, you'd say, wow, this guy hasn't missed a year. I've worked every year for the past 26 years. Now, there are other writers you could check out. They might have large gaps in their resume. And so what do they do during then? Maybe they drove an Uber, or maybe they sold pilots. Because if you sell a pilot and it doesn't get produced, and most don't, you don't get a credit on IMDb. So it's possible during that span of time that they actually made more money than I did in that time. Okay, so you can't really tell by that. Now, I'll be on a gig, like a show for like 12 weeks. What happens after that to the other writers? I don't know. I don't ask. How else do they make money? I don't know. But here's a little chart that I put together that may help you, and I'm going to put it on the phone. Whoop. So this pyramid represents working screenwriters in Hollywood. At the bottom, you have struggling writers. Maybe they were on a show or sold a movie, and maybe they flamed out, or maybe they're hoping to get their next gig, and it may take years. So what happens in between them? I don't know. Many have other revenue sources. You'd be smart to have other revenue sources in Hollywood. At the top, you have the elite. You have household names like Shonda Rhimes and Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Vince Gilligan and Chuck Lorre, people whose names you may have heard of. And then somewhere in the middle, maybe around that dotted line, maybe that's me, somewhere at the top of the bottom or at the bottom of the top. Although I bet if I called my agent and I said, hey, where would you put me in this pyramid? He would probably say, I'm sorry, who are you again? Hollywood. So I don't really know, but on this page, I try to offer advice for people who are somewhere, want to be in the middle, somewhere, people who make their living just by writing TV shows. And that was always my goal when I started off. It wasn't to win an Oscar, it wasn't to walk the red carpet, it was just to get paid doing something that I probably would have done for free, although now I demand money, right? So yeah, when I offer tips, like, on posts, sometimes people will say, they disagree with me, because this is my point of view, somewhere in the middle, right? And they'll say, I believe Quentin Tarantino would beg to differ. Yes, but here's the thing. Quentin Tarantino and I are playing the same game, but we are not in the same league. So he's got different rules. I'm nowhere near his league. And I got a news for you. Neither are you, right? And if you think you are, you're suffering from a head wound. Go to the hospital. So that's my point of view, right? Just tips to help you get somewhere in the middle. That should be the goal, just to be a working writer. And for more of that, just keep following me here at Michael Jamin Writer. Okay. What about Christopher Nolan? Yes, Christopher Nolan. I understand.